Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. In this episode, um, I want to go find an end comet because we need some more draconium. But before we do that, I want to do a little bit of tidying up over here. I think what I want to do is change this up just slightly. So bear with me here as I look into doing this. I have an idea here. Oops. Sometimes these high-end pickaxes can be too fast, you know what I mean? What I want to do is always have this tank full. So my thoughts are to pump from there to here, and then from here down, right? So we'll export this and insert, and then we'll do the same thing on this. We'll export from here, and then insert. So that way this is always full. And then I believe that means this needs to be moved to here, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I should sink those into the ground. That'll work. But I always want this to be full. That's my plan, so that way I always have a pool of XP to just draw from. And with that, I want to put this in the middle as well. So let's make another ender tank. Alright. You know what? We're going to leave that there. Because what I think I want to do is have that fill up after this fills up. But it's going to take a while before that fills up. So we may never get there. Never say never, right? But I don't want to change that yet. So, okay. Let's do that. Let's break that sprinkler. Just put it over yonder. I will just put it there. Just to put it somewhere. Alright. I'm happy with that for now. And the other thing I noticed before we go out searching is that this is filling up. So that's gold. So let's go a couple more tiers up on that. So structural. Let's just do Java. I did, oh crap, I'm in creative. Let's change that. Alright, how do we get out of creative mode? I don't like to play in creative, obviously. Game mode 1? Nope. 0? Okay. And then is it NEI? That's got me all screwed up here. Options, inventory. Yep, right there. Recipe mode. Alright, that should do it. Very nice. Okay. I was in creative when I moved. Well, when I fixed my mistake where I lost my world, but I don't play in creative. That's just cheaty. I figure if I'm gonna play in creative, then why do what I'm doing here? You know, that just doesn't make any sense to me. All right, let's throw these on there. So now I can get 56 more upgrades in there. Wow. I think I have those auto-crafted, I do. Okay. That shouldn't take very long. I did have a problem last night trying to log into my world. I streamed for a very short amount of time, about 15 minutes maybe. And it was my client side. So after a bit of reading, it made sense to reinstall my client. So I went to do that and named off my Feed the Beast folder. I went to go download the client again, and I can just move files back. But as I was going to download the client, I noticed that the cursed beta client was out there, so I'm using it. And so far, so good. I like it. It's pretty good. It's nice and simple interface. You know, it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's not that I'm enjoying it, but it seems to work very well. So we're going to use it. And it lets me do a vanilla instance. You know, any instance you could think of. It's like MC Edit, but more user friendly, I think. I think anyway. Maybe not so much like MC Edit. I'll have to play with it a bit more to see. But so far so good, I'm liking it. Alright, now we can hold tons more wood in there. Let that all fill itself up. We're good there. We're good there for now. Alright, let's try and find a comet. So, also with the change, all my waypoints and map is messed up again. But that shouldn't matter. Our stuff like this should still work just fine. So let's go to End Portal. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and mark this on the map too. Just call it End. Because this is the one place that is always giving me trouble to find. Why is that not closed up? I thought that was closed up. What in the world? I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, let's jump in here and try and find a comet real quick. I don't know how long I can stream for today, but I'm going to end the stream after I do find a comet. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and mark this in Java. So waypoint new portal, and it's already purple. I wonder if the game does that by default. It's something that the map people designed. I don't know. We're going to go off on an angle. This seems to be the way I have the most luck in finding these things. And I'm just going to scoot out. Fortunately, in the end, your frames are pretty good because there's no rendering to do other than these silly clouds. But we need Draconic. We need Draconic ingots to be able to get the next tier Draconic stuff. Because I'm out. So hopefully a comet will be sufficient. One will be sufficient. I've already mined out the end. I'm sure there's more inside the middle of the landmass, but I think it'd be just as easy to go out and find a comet, right? Woo. And this can be a pain, really can be. Oh, we're at a couple thousand blocks. I'm nowhere near strong enough to be able to fight the Draconic Dragon. There's no way. I want to wait until I get fully geared up before we do something like that. Maybe we'll go out to like 2500, 2500. And then cut back. We'll do like a loop. Okay, we'll do a loop back this way. We're bound to find one somewhere through here. Maybe we'll go this way. We'll go on an angle out this way. I think working at an angle is always better because it seems like you cover more mass, more area that way. You get more rendering on your map. Although I must be at a height that doesn't stay consistent. It's good. This year's good. 100 is cool. Try to stay around there. We'll find one eventually. It's just a matter of time. They're just out here randomly. I guess it would be nice if they were at specific coordinates, but they're not. Just the way they made that mod pack, I suppose. And the comments are from Draconic. That's the world gen, another world gen they introduce. Wait till we get to, I guess, 5,000 0. And then let's choose another angle. Might have been the same one we were going at. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess it kind of does. So I don't want to get out to 10,000. Because I am nowhere near ready to fight that guy. So let's circle back a little bit. Staying around Y level 100. Lots of clouds. I think without the clouds you would you'd probably go a little bit crazy out here. With just this purple grainy sky. Oops, the music. It'll get a little creepy because we're in the end. Well, then maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just the nether that it gets creepy. I'm not sure. Nah, it does get its own little flavor of weirdness, I believe. Let's go to 2500 this way. Let's cut back on an angle. Yeah, that's the end of music. It's going weird. Plays tricks on your brain. Right. Anything in this map yet? Not seeing anything. Come on, Comet. Show yourself. Aha, we have one. About time. Alright, this is good. I'm going to go ahead and mark this on the map, or mark this on our thingy here. Add new, Comet, commit. I'm not going to lock it down. Oh, my controls must have changed here. Oh, let's see, Draconic. Alright, I always like to bind that to eye. Let's make that max size. Let's get some ores. Alright. These comets are fairly large. I don't know how many I want to get. Guess we'll just go for a while. We're 16 minutes in. Maybe we'll go for a good while. Try to gather up a bunch of them. I don't know if we'll have enough time to clear all this thing out, but we'll get as much done as we feel we need to. So I've been watching the Game of Thrones recently. It's I never had HBO, so it wasn't a series I ever got into. I still don't have HBO, but I have a way to get it. It's pirating, I guess, is the word for it. I didn't say that. A friend's letting me borrow his collection. Let's just say that. That's probably the best way. Now, how he got it, I'm not going to say. But I'm borrowing it from a friend. And it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I always heard it was really good, but I never got into it. Never started watching it because I didn't have an HBO subscription. I had no legit way to watch it. But now that I'm borrowing a friend's copy, then I can watch it, and it's good. I like it. I'm at the beginning of season 3, maybe like 2 episodes in. And it's getting pretty good. Well, it's been getting good. The whole thing's good. Every show is good. A lot of characters to follow. Just a very good series, you know? One of the most popular series ever, I think. One of the most highly rated ever. And for good reason. Apparently season 6 is starting up, or I think so. So I'm going to be caught up not for too long. And will be anxious to watch when new episodes come out. Heck, it may even force me to get an HBO subscription. That is something, huh? See, that's what pirating can lead to. Is if you find a show and you really like it, and they keep making new ones, and you become a big fan, then your best method of getting new episodes is to subscribe, right? That sort of function can lead to lifelong customers. Same way with music. You know, it's download a track from back day. It used to be like LimeWire or whatever. And you know, I had that a couple times where I'd find a song, I really like that song, then I go out and buy the album. So I never really understood why music companies and such would care so much about content being stolen, so to say. When really all it is cheap advertising. It's a distribution channel that you don't have to set up, which more often than not will lead to customers that will pay. Which I think is a reason. I think a lot of people have understood that, and that's probably why it's kind of laughed at and joked at, you know. I think we gotta turn this music down. So much draconic. Oh, amethyst. I think this one comment's going to fuel our needs for the rest of our playthrough. I would think so. This is a lot. Also, the wife and I have been watching Downton Abbey together. My in-laws were watching it and became good fans of it, big fans of it, along with most of my wife's family. So we started watching it, and it's PBS, so it's television. No copyright issues there. But pretty good. We're into season, I guess we just started season 3 of it as well. There's a Christmas special after season 2, before season 3, which we didn't know about. So when we started watching season 3, we were thrown through a loop. Pretty much on the very first scene, because we missed an episode basically. And I tried to find that Christmas special from 2011, and I can't find it. So I just went through the wiki, read the plot, filled in the gaps, continued on with the first episode. Alright. But I must say, very good series as well. Well put together, good production. Cast is really good. I like all the characters for the most part. Even the characters that you don't end up liking, you know, you like. The baddies, you know. Not ear hole, which is water in that, yeah. Getting a lot of materials here. Cool again. I guess I should put some of this in there, right? Just keep that in our body. That's good. Some big blocks there. That happens. I think it's obsidian that doesn't really think it's been chopped down. Because when you take out like an end stone, it's 3x3. For some reason the game just doesn't understand that it's gone, I guess. I don't really understand it completely, but I know it's a thing. And usually relogging your client, or not shutting down your client, but logging off and logging back in, bring those blocks back. But I'm not going to do that. We'd be doing it all the time. Ain't nobody got time for that. So many ores. This is a good sign that we're actively searching for the ores instead of just mining away aimlessly almost. Right through the heart of this beast. There's some more. Alright. Keep going around this thing. Almost wondering though if I'm not going to be just about done. And there is something else I want to do. I want to get Reaper 5. You know what, we're going to call it an end right there. I'm going to go out to this tip. And we're going to set up our waypoint here. There. So we're going to do two things here. We're going to remove that, and we're going to add a new one. We'll lock it. Alright. So that's good. So I got solid ground when I come back to this thing. And okay, what I want to do is try and get Reaper 5 on this guy. Because I don't really think I have that Draconic achievement. Even though I have mob souls, it doesn't say taken, right? Or the rest of these say taken? I don't think I have it. In the last video, I do have mob souls from the Enderman farm. And I tried to, just throw them in the air, collect them, and see if, see if it gave me the achievement. But I don't think it did. So I'm going to try and get Reaper 5 on this sword before I end the stream. Alright, sound good? Makes sense? Makes sense to me. Let's take this back, and this, and this. Let the rest can stay there. Let's go back to the base. Just take a peek at how much Draconic I got now. A bunch. Let's get that smelted up. That's good, 500,000 of those, so that's good. Wow. Need to upgrade that. Alright, so should I put a void on that one? No, let's go further. What one do I have? Let's just do that. Make one of those. 48. Alright. We'll wait on those. You know what I will do is set this back to 1. And then I'm going to take the enchantments off of this. So we can prepare for trying to enchant that. Okay, 65,000. What's that? 262. Why is it so much less? Oh, because of the stats. That's 1/4 of it. That makes sense. Alright, well let's get 30 levels. And then we're going to try and enchant this guy. And those achievements suck. Well, at least these are good books, so that helps with magical wood. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. Let's get a block to replace it. So that way it's over next to me and easy to get at. And we're gonna get Reaper 5 on this thing. Break that guy too. Put him back. Okay. At least this should go fairly quick because I can just pull them off like this, right? There's Reaper 4, Sharpness 4. It's close. Smite 5, Limb Flame. Okay, knock back. Sharpness 4. Nope, let's go ahead and make a Sharpness 5 book. Take that inventory off. So let's take Sharpness 5, just 4. Okay. Reaper 4 is pretty good, but I'm going to go one better. Those would be really good for making magical books, which are really only good in Tinkers, but could come in handy for other things, I think, as well. Okay, let's keep trying this. Wraith 4. I don't know what that does. I don't know what Wraith does. No description was found. There's another Sharpness. There's another Sharpness. Draconic is so overpowered. So overpowered. I mean, usually the ability to pull enchantment off of something takes power, effort, you know, time, something. Not with this. Easy. It's broken, is what it is. Reaper 4, alright. We got what we wanted. It's awesome. Alright. So we can combine those. Let's take and do that. 7. Let's go ahead and do that. And now, look at this guy. So he will have Soulbound, Reaper 5, Looting, and Sharpness 5. I don't think there's much more you can do to that guy. Very, very strong. Unless Wraith. What's Wraith do? Let's look it up. Let's go ahead and put these books away. Let's get this back. Cool. Alright. So what does Wraith do? Wraith is an enchantment that is added by forbidden magic and is the same as Sharpness, but is compatible with Sharpness. So you could have a Sharpness 5 Wraith 5 sword and it would deal insane amounts of damage. Well, that is something that we should do. Do I have another Wraith? Wraith 3. Alright, well let's get Wraith 5, you say. Maybe we'll get Soulbound as well, you know? That's something I'm looking forward to getting. We'll always take more Soulbound. So we need another Wraith. Or a Wraith 5. Flat out Sharpness 5. There's Sharpness 4. With a lot of Sharpness. Bane of Arthropods. Probably the worst ever. Looting is always good to have. Can't go wrong with looting. Okay, there's the Soulbound. That's good. Do I need Soulbound on anything else? Soulbound, Soulbound, Soulbound. Soulbound, Soulbound. Not really. Well, I can put it on that. Once I get it off of the sword. Six. Very good. And you know, still looking for that Wraith. Alright, we need to go empty our inventory a little bit. I don't even know what good does. I don't know. I guess it's good to have more books. And we certainly got the levels. So I'm not worried about the levels. Or another Reaper. That's good. I want to redo that mob farm at some point too. So it'll be good to put Reaper on something like that. Get more mob souls, right? So I think we're going to want to lock. Smite 4, looting 3. Looting is always good. Smite 5. Another looting 3 and sharpness 5. Sharpness 4, not bad. Come on, right. Back 2. Sharpness 4. And to clear inventory. Sleep. Alright, and come on now. Give me this raid. Sharpness 5. Great. Reaper 5. Great. Sharpness 4. Probably just called Wrath, huh? Reaper 4. Yep, that's just Wrath. That's what it spelled like. Wrath. Wraith would have an I in it. Man, we're killing these levels. There we go. Finally. So it should be able to combine those two. Cost 15. Let's build the ultimate sword pretty much. Soulbound, Reaper, looting, sharpness, and wrath. So this thing will do all kinds of damage. Oh, it's stacked too. Cool. So we have Reaper 5, some sharpnesses, a couple lootings, a bunch of knockbacks, 2 Reaper 4s, so basically we have 2 Reaper 5s. That's good. How did you get moved? Yo, you gotta get out of the way there, Hud. Huh. How in the world did they get put in the middle? What? You're gonna drive me crazy. Oof. Thank goodness. That was gonna drive me nuts. Alright. So we have a killer sword now. I don't even know how much damage it would do. It's just like, pop, you're dead. Does it tell you how much damage it does? 40. 40 attack damage. That's crazy. Alright. We're going to end the stream here. I will export this up to YouTube's. We found our Comet. We have Draconic now. We have a bunch of it, so we can move on to our next goal. Which is to finish out Draconic. So we can make the Resurrection Stone. We need to charge up some what's this? Yeah, we'll kill it, we'll get its heart. But we can get some more of that. Don't know what all those are yet. We'll definitely make that last tier tool. Those last tier items. Don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. But I'd like to finish out the Draconic line. Get to the end so we have that massive tool. And then we'll start plugging away at some of these others. These two magic mods, I'm not sure about. Twilight we should be able to go through, it just takes some time. Mistcraft, doesn't look like there's a lot here to do. I've never done Runic Dungeons, so it doesn't really look like there's a lot there. It's probably just kill stuff. AE2, you should be able to get done naturally, I think. Never touched immersive engineering, but I think this is just going to be crafting items. So as long as we have items, we can do it. Same here. I think it's crafting items. We might have to create a world, but that's easy to do, I think. Solar expansions, just items. Oh, you know about solar expansion? Yes. Refined iron becomes steel, right? Yes. So that is the way to get steel. That's with refined iron. So that's a way that we can get that done. Use a bunch of that. So we may have to set up a little method to do that. Finish out those. So that should not be too hard to accomplish. And we're back at the beginning again. I wonder how many rail carts we got. What are those? Tracks. 273. So that's something we're going to have to figure out, is how to get 1,000 of those. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.